It means that there's something very special right next to Mr. Levier. This baby tree we planted here last year, and it's a butternut tree, and it's a very special butternut tree because this tree is disappearing all over Canada and the United States, and we need to protect it. Now this beautiful tree, we have to be careful. Look at how beautiful its leaves are.
Can I give them flowers?
Almost all of these trees at this... I'm going to ask you not to pull the flowers. Let them grow. And this tree here, they're almost all gone. There's almost none left anywhere in the world.
Bugs on it.
So we need to protect it. It's called an endangered species.
This is important to me because, I mean, if animals and stuff like that, trees and stuff like that, can't live, well, it's basically like humans aren't living.
Sure.
When I'm older, I'll teach others the importance of nature. Like, if they catch a bug, not to keep it forever, just keep it, maybe take a picture or look at it, and then let it go. Because if they keep it and everything, well, bugs need to eat stuff outside. Like, if you keep them in your box or whatever, then they'll die, and that'll be less than a species.
For me, the most important part of teaching is really how to communicate ideas, but at the same time allowing the children to explore and to experience their own discoveries. So really, learning is not just a one-way road, it's a two-way road. And I learned from the students as well.
Mr. Levier has inspired me by being a really good teacher, and before at my old school I didn't really like science that much because it wasn't as interesting, but now I really like it and I get really excited for the classes. And I also love the marsh and swap shop. I love collecting the rocks, and I think he's a really good teacher.
An awful lot of fun, and he tells us about many different animals, and he often lets us hold snakes or salamanders. And when we go to the outdoor classroom, we look out and then he tells us the names of all the creatures that are out there, and it's very fun. And I also really like to just go walking in the marsh and just look for all these different creatures that he's taught us about.
Olivier has taught me about the marsh and lots of cool things like fossils, snakes, and turtles and frogs. We can get it out! Lots of very good things about the marsh.
It's important to protect nature because if we don't protect nature, then we keep cutting down trees, and then the trees will die and we won't have enough oxygen to breathe, and then we'll die.
Mr. L inspired me because when he brought me to the marsh, he taught me new things I've never learned about before. And he showed me the amazingness of nature that I've never ever discovered before. Mr. inspired me to become an amazing naturalist, and because of the great things he has done to help nature and to save the Macron mouse, he inspired me to do the same too. Thank you.
One of the best examples of experiential learning is when we put this skeleton together. My grade 6s and I found this beautiful skeleton of a raccoon, and we started to carefully examine the bones and starting to remove them, and one of the students said, "This is better than television."
Mr. Levier is my favorite teacher because I really like swap shop and like creating new things and getting new things. And I really like discovering new species at the marsh, and I like the rocket ship that he has in his classroom. And that's why I like Mr. Levier. He's an awesome science teacher.